Hey there, it's Erwin from The Optimizer, and I'm really excited today because I'm about to show you a quick sneak peek of one of our most requested features ever, the Facebook Mass Campaign Launcher. Our team has been working on this for months. They have done an amazing job, and I can confidently say there is nothing else like it out there. We really believe this feature is going to be a total game changer for all Facebook media buying teams. Before I dive in and show you the feature, I wanted to quickly highlight a few key use cases just to give you a sense of what this tool can do. Let's start from the most common one. Upload multiple creatives and generate a separate campaign for each one of them. So let's say you have 10 or 20 new creatives. You want to create a separate campaign and test them on separate campaigns. Very easy with the Mass Campaign Launcher. All you need to do is upload your creatives and the system will automatically generate a separate campaign and upload it to Facebook. Case number 2, launch the same campaign across multiple geos. Also a very common case. You have the same campaign and you want to replicate it into different geos. Also very easy with the Mass Campaign Launcher. All you need to do is build your base campaign structure, add all your geo-targeting variations, and the system will automatically generate a new campaign for each geo-targeting variation that you have added. Case number 3, which I also is the most cool case we have covered with this new feature, bulk upload campaigns across multiple ad accounts. Yes, you heard it right. Once you have generated all your campaign variations, you can use the Mass Campaign Launcher to upload all these campaigns into more than one ad account at once, saving you tons of time, obviously. And last case number 4, which is a bit different from the cases above, save your work as a template and reuse it over and over again every time you need it. Yes, so you can spend a few minutes building your first campaign structure, but we give you the option to save it as a template so that the next time that you need it, you can load it in just a few clicks and repeat the same process again in just a few seconds. I've also created dedicated videos for each of these use cases where I walk you through all the necessary steps on how to use the Facebook Campaign Launcher to achieve each one of them. So make sure to check them for more details on how to do that. All right, that's it for now. Let me share my screen and give you a quick sneak peek. Let's see what all the buzz is about. Okay, so here we go. The campaign creator can be accessed from the campaign creator menu on the left, like any other campaign creator that we have. So if you click on campaign creator, click on create campaign, create manually, and then select the traffic source, in this case, Facebook. You'll be presented with this view, which should be very, very familiar to you. We have kept most of the things exactly the same as in Facebook. The left navigation here is very similar to Facebook. All the sections to set up your targeting and all the other options are exactly the same as in Facebook. We did this for a very simple reason. We wanted to cut out any necessary time to learn a new tool. So anyone who has used at least once the Facebook Power Editor or Ad Manager should have no problems using this at all because everything is named the same, all the options are the same, etc. But obviously, we have added a few options on top of this here and there, which make all the magic possible with the mass launching process. So on the left side, we see that we have this navigation where we can navigate between the campaign settings, ad set, and ad settings. The center part is where you set up all your targeting and other options. And the right part is something we have added, which is separated into 2 parts. One called My Space, where here in this section you get an overview of what is going on while you build your campaign, like the number of total campaigns are being created, the number of ad set variations. You get some suggestions from the system, like if you have saved templates, you'll see them here and you can apply a template and start from a template. Or when we are on the ad set or ad section, here you can get some targeting suggestions, recently used or most used targeting suggestions, or recently used creatives, and so on. And the other tab is the preview tab. In the preview tab, basically you see the variation preview. You see a list of all the variations that are being created. Campaign variation, ad set variation, or ad variations are being created. When you move from one entity to another, this right section also shows information related to the entity you are in at the moment: campaign, ad set, or ad. So let's start playing a bit around with it. So the first thing that we need to do is select an ad account, the campaign name, and you also have the naming template builder here, which you can use to build your campaign name and make sure that all the campaign variations that will be generated have meaningful campaign names, which is really important when you launch a lot of campaigns. You want them to have a naming structure. So you can use the naming template, use all the pieces available here that you want to form your final campaign name. Then we can move down, same exact things, exact options as in Facebook. Campaign objective, we'll leave it on sales right now. Advantage campaign budget, if you want to turn it on. Now, one of the things that we have added, which shows up already here on the campaign level, are these elements that we call groups. And what a group does basically is a collection of targeting options, and each group will generate a separate variation based on whether we are on the campaign, ad set, or ad level. We'll see that we have groups also on ad set and ad level as well. So let's say now, for example, if we have this group here and which has a daily budget of 25, we see that we have one campaign variation. If we add another group, or if we clone this, and on this other group we choose to have a daily budget of $50, you see here on the right that instantly there was another campaign variation generated. So just using this small option, we have already generated two campaigns. Another element that we have added, other than groups, are the targeting variations or variants. In this case, for example, we are inside a group, but a group can also contain multiple daily budgets. So we can add another daily budget here, and for each daily budget, a new campaign will be generated. So let's say we want to test different campaigns with different daily budgets. All you need to do is add more daily budget options here, and a campaign will be generated with that daily budget. Now, why we need groups and also the budget variants in this case, for example? We need that because a group has other options as well. So you might have a group with these budgets, but with a cost per result being a bid strategy being bid cap. Whether in the other budget group, you might have the same budgets, but the campaign bidding strategy would be lowest cost. So each of these groups will generate 3 different campaigns, but each of these 3 different campaigns with a different bid cap. So the first mechanism that we have introduced in our mass campaign launcher are groups and targeting variants. So whenever you see groups, keep in mind that they help you organize different targeting options together, where each targeting option will generate a different variation, and each group also will generate a different variation. You can rename groups, clone or delete groups. If you give the groups also can be used, it's very important, can be used in naming templates. So whenever you want your campaigns to contain a specific information, for example, we can call this group bid cap, because the only difference that we have here is the bid strategy. This is bid cap, and we can call this other group lowest cost. And now we can we can create a naming template which uses budget group name. So part of the name will be the budget group name, and at the end, all these campaigns will have the name of the group as well. So combining name of the group in the naming template, you can make sure that at the end, all the campaign variations that will be generated by the campaign launcher will have meaningful campaign names. We can save it. Now let's move to the ad set section. Pretty much the same things available here as well. You have the naming template for the ad set. You can build naming ad set names dynamically using all the options available here. All the targeting options are exactly the same as in Facebook, as I mentioned earlier. Let's select a page, a pixel. And also here on the ad set, you have the same elements. You have groups for budgets, for audience targeting. You can create ad set variation, multiple ad sets with different audience by adding more groups. And you have groups also for placement variations. So whenever you see this element, just know that it is there to give you this powerful option of mixing together and generating multiple variations very quickly for campaigns, ad sets, and ads. Now let's move to the ad. Same exact logic here as well. One important thing for the ads is that when we add our creatives, images, or videos, let's select 3 images. Automatically, a separate ad will be created for each creative. So each creative that we upload will generate a separate ad. Each ad will have the number of primary text or headlines or descriptions that we want. But again, the number of ads that will be generated finally is equal to a number of images. Image names can be renamed, and these names can also be used in the naming templates if you want. If you are looking to generate, for example, as we talked in the introduction, a separate campaign for each creative that you are uploading, which we'll see later how to do. Obviously, it will be useful to have the image name part of the campaign name so that you know this campaign is a variation for that image. So if you want to rename your images here and use the image name in the naming template, that is also possible. And it's very useful to generate meaningful naming templates. We enter the website URL, obviously. So I'm going over all these things very quickly because there's not much to see here. Are all the same as in Facebook. Select the pixel that we want to use. And now we have created our basic campaign structure. So we have a campaign, we have one ad set, and 4 ads, because we have used 4 images. We can move to next, where the next step is called Manage Variations, is a step that allows you, okay, we need to select a Facebook page as well. So this next step is another step that allows you to manage all the variations that we have created. Here on the left, you have all the campaign variations. If you remembered, we generated multiple campaign variations with different budget options. So that's why we have 6 campaign variations here. And when you click on each campaign, the campaign structure will be loaded with the number of ad sets and the number of ads. Now you can turn off specific campaigns or specific ads inside an ad set that you don't want. So if there's any variation that you don't want to be created, you can turn it off. You can turn it off here on the Manage Variation section. So another powerful thing to mention on this section is this configuration section. Will allow you to redefine the structure of your campaign and create multiple campaigns from it. So for example, if now we have a campaign with 1 ad set and the ad set has 4 ads, if here we say restructure the campaign and instead I want to create campaigns with 1 ad set, same as we have, but with 1 ad for each ad set. This instead of creating 6 campaigns, we'll now create a total of 19 campaigns because we have turned this off. If we turn this on, it will be 23 campaigns. And why 23? Because for each of these campaign variation, this restructure that we did will create 1 campaign for each ad set and ad combination. Let's turn this on as well. So 24 campaigns. We have six campaigns, 1 ad set, 4 ads. So 6 combined, 4 ads, it will create a total of 24 campaigns. So it's very easy to generate a lot of campaigns by here at the end deciding to totally restructure the structure of your original campaign. Once we have done this, we have reviewed all the variations, etc. On the last step, all we need to do is decide if we want to add any automation to these campaigns, if we have any rules and we want to attach these rules right away to the create campaign so that as soon as they start, automatic optimization will also be attached to these campaigns. We can add all our rules here. Final overview on the list of campaigns that will be created. If you see here on the campaign name, we have bid cap in some campaigns, and we have lowest cost in some other campaigns, which is the naming template that we used. So this is also cool. We could add more and more options there to make these names basically unique for each campaign. But just to give you an idea, then you can work with all the options that we have. And all it's left now is to publish all these campaigns. We can click on publish. It will ask you if you want to save it as a template. And if it's something that you do often, we recommend to save it as a template, give it a template name, and confirm. The system will start uploading the campaigns, and you can check the progress of the campaigns as always on the campaign creator queue. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure to check my other videos when I specifically go deep into all these cases that we mentioned at the beginning. You can find those videos on the same channel, on the same playlist as this video. Thanks again.